Well, hello. Thank you for taking the time to watch this. I want to encourage you a little bit today with a thought that I believe can help you through some of the challenges of life. Often we carry dreams, we carry visions, or perhaps even promises that we have been looking forward to. And sometimes they come to pass, but sometimes they don't. And it takes a long time, and we're wondering what's going to happen, how are they ever going to come to pass. Other times, some of us have had promises by God that He's given to us, and so we've been waiting, we've been hoping and dreaming and planning and preparing, but yet we don't see it come to pass. What do we do? Is there anything that we can do to see God's promise come to pass? Well, that reminds me of a story in Joshua chapter 1, where the Israelites have been journeying through the desert for 40 years. And they're going there on a promise. They're going on a promise that they're going to have this wonderful land flowing with milk and honey. And God promised it to them. He promised them this land that was going to be their dream. And so they've been hoping and waiting, but 40 years is a long time. Matter of fact, some of the people gave up hope. Some of the people did not know it's going to happen, and so they just quit. A whole generation actually did not make it. Well, they finally get there to the promise, and God was about to take them across. And so I would like to say to you today this: God is faithful. He's a God that is faithful. He won't let you down. If He's promised you something, you can trust Him. He's a good Father. He will always come through for you. So they're at the Jordan River, and God comes to Joshua and says, Joshua, tell the people in 3 days you're going to cross the Jordan. Now, 3 days, that's not a long time. And He's actually saying in 3 days this promise will be fulfilled. So what did they do? Joshua told them, prepare yourselves, get ready, consecrate yourselves, for tomorrow the Lord's going to do amazing things amongst you. And one of the things I want to encourage you with is that we have a God who will do amazing things for you. You may know Him, you may not know Him, but I just want you to know God is a good Father who will do amazing things for you. And for the Israelites, He was going to take them across this river that was fast flowing, that was wide, and near impossible for them to cross. But God said, I'm going to do it. So the question is, prepare yourself. Well, how do you prepare yourself? What do you do? Well, I want to share just the most remarkable thing that God said to do. He said this: when you see the priests come by, carrying the Ark of the Covenant, then get up and follow the Ark. Now, that was, okay, we can do that, but the Ark itself was going to do something very strange. They were taking the Ark and they were walking it down to the river, the very obstacle that was between them and the promise. And so He said, get up and follow the Ark. Now, for you, that might not mean anything except for this. The Ark was, for the Israelites, the manifest presence of God. The Ark was the place where God would come down, and if you came before the Ark, He would meet with you and speak with you. So here's what happened. Joshua said, when you see the priests come by with the Ark, follow the Ark. Follow it. The only problem is the Ark was going into the river. Now, that is very uncertain, because this Ark did not represent something that they thought was for the water. And here God was taken to a place they did not know was going to happen. And so what He was actually saying was, follow the presence of God. Follow God. And you might be out there going, God, I haven't even thought about Him. Yeah, follow God. He will lead you. Let His presence be your guide. Moses said many years ago, if your presence doesn't go with me, I don't want to go. I need your presence to lead me. So the best you can, follow the presence of God. He will lead you. Now let me encourage you, when He leads you, follow where He's leading you. It's very easy to say, Lord, I'll follow you if you're going where I want you to go. But I would encourage you today, follow Him where He leads you. And so they took the Ark into the river, and the moment the priest put the Ark in the river, God began to work. The moment the priests stepped their feet into the water, 27 kilometers away, God began to deal with the problem, and the water began to stop flowing towards where they were. By the time God finished working, the water had cleared away completely. There was dry ground, and all of Israel was able to cross the Jordan. I want to encourage you today, God is a miraculous God. He's a miracle-working God. And it might sound strange to you, but I encourage you. You're waiting for your promise. Prepare yourself by saying, I will follow God. And I tell you, He will lead you right across to that place of promise. He's a faithful God. Let me encourage you. He will help you see your promises come through. God bless you and have a great day.